weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester. It's going to be a busy day today. A lot of activity you should be able to get done as we go through the afternoon hours. Nice, cool start. Once again, fall's in the air. It looks as though we're going to be a little bit on the cool side for the next few days. Then temperature is going to warm up. Then we'll gradually work our way back up temperature-wise. And don't be surprised, in the next couple of weeks, our temperatures are going to be averaging above normal for this time of the year, which is 79 in the afternoon and 58 at night. We had a few spotty showers yesterday afternoon and early last evening. Some of you picking up a quarter of an inch. Others, for the most part, less than that. We really didn't have any too many heavy downpours. With the individual cells that we did see move across were very small and didn't really have a chance to do much formation simply because of that temperature variance that we're beginning to see. As of right now, we are looking at a band of some spotty shower activity in the extreme southwest corner of the Lower Peninsula. That activity is going to be moving to the south and the east, so it'll be moving away from us. There's also some shower activity across northern Illinois. All of that activity is moving in a south and an east direction there. A little bit further to the north, the northwest corner of the Lower Peninsula, we're seeing some widely scattered shower activity, individual little cells. Those will be moving also in a south and a southeasterly direction. So there is going to be a chance, especially along the I-127 corridor, of seeing a little bit of a spotty shower here and there. The further east you get, the less probable it will happen. And I think for the most part, the Great Lakes Bay area is going to go without any precipitation at all as we go through the next 12 to 18 hours. Temperature-wise, it'll be a little cooler once again today. Matthew, where are we at right now?
Currently, over at the airport, it's sunny at 63 degrees. Over in Midland, it's sunny at 64. Here, Radio Center, it's also sunny at 64 degrees. We have northwest winds at 13 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 30.15, and it's rising.
And we should hit 70 degrees for a high as we move through the afternoon with sun. We'll have a few clouds around. Clouds will be increasing, especially in the northwest corner of the Lower Peninsula, just like we are seeing the formation of it right now. But again, a sprinkle, it's not out of the question, but anything that's really going to ruin the rest of your afternoon if you've got outdoor activities, no, not at all. Clear skies tonight. You're going to be able to see all the stars again, just like you did early this morning. For those early risers, boy, the Big Dipper, Little Dipper, all a bunch of constellations off to the east as we moved into the early morning hours. You're going to see that once again, quite a celestial show tonight. During the day tomorrow, after a low of 45, will be a little warmer. Looking for a high temperature of 75. We'll have a west breeze about 10 to 12 miles per hour. 55 for a low tomorrow night. We're looking for some shower activity to move in, especially after midnight tonight and early tomorrow morning. The reason for that is there is a frontal system that is just beginning to take shape in southern sections of Canada, just to the north of Lake Superior. That front is going to broaden a little bit, and it's going to drop down through the state. This one will have some moisture associated with it. We haven't seen a lot of moisture from many of the systems that have moved through, but this one seems to show the best potential for getting some measurable amount of rain, because our forecast, the precipitation could kick in after midnight. I think the best chance of seeing precipitation will be close to sunrise tomorrow morning, and then on again, off again through the morning and the midday and the early afternoon tomorrow. Upper 60s, we'll call it 68 for a high on Thursday. 47 for a low on Thursday night. Things will be clearing off on Thursday night. Partly cloudy skies becoming all clear with that low of about 47 on Thursday night and early Friday morning. Friday looks like kind of a carbon copy to what we have been seeing lately, although the chance of precipitation isn't going to be there. High pressure over Lake Superior will dominate our weather on Friday. That's why the forecast is for sun, 68 for a high, 45 for a low with clear skies on Friday night. And then on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, very little, if any, chance of precipitation. Temperatures will be running from 72 degrees on Saturday to the upper 70s for Sunday and Monday. Long range outlook now as we move through the Labor Day holiday and we move into the first week of September. Our temperatures are going to be moderating quite a bit. They'll be at normal values. Precipitation values will be below normal. And then once we get into the first full weekend of the month of September, our temperatures are going to begin to rise. We're going to be looking at above average temperatures, average as far as the moisture is concerned. And as we mentioned yesterday, we are going to be looking at a pretty good chance of seeing above normal temperatures that will actually be much above normal as we move into the middle of September. And we're looking for that trend to continue for at least 10 days in the month of September. Record high in this date is 95. It was set back in 1948. Our high a year ago was 93. So we came close to breaking a record a year ago today on the 26th of August. The record low, 43, set in 1944 and tied in 1946. Our high a year ago, 93. Our low was 68. So we came pretty close to the warmest ever 26th of August. But you got to go back to 1948 for that. 95 was our high, 69 was our low. So that kind of gives you an idea just how warm it was a year ago today, pretty close to the warmest ever. The coolest ever, 1915, 100 years, well, 110 years ago. 58 was our high, 46 was our low. Sun will set this evening at 8:21, rise tomorrow morning at 6:55. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, Matthew, who do we have?
Coming up next, we have Abby Terwilliger from the Andersons, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
Well, before we get to them, first of all, we want to say, Matthew Lester, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, you haven't hit 21 yet, though, have you?
Nope, one more year.
One more year. There. Well, again, congratulations. Happy birthday. Cake tonight?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. A birthday present, maybe go some golfing or something, too?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I got a tea time over at the sawmill tonight. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a fun time.
Hey, there you go. Congratulations. And again, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Coming up, Abby Terwilliger from the Andersons and Doug Klein from Oppenheimer. But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Roof Max. Ask Ben how. That's my connection, 989-859-6751. And you should make it your connection, askbenhow.com. Give them a jingle, schedule a free roof assessment, take a look at that roof. We've still got plenty of time to work on it if we have to, because the key to the whole thing is saving money and alleviating a big headache that you might wind up with as we approach the holidays and you've got a leak somewhere in that roof. Ben will be able to get up there, take a look, see what's going on, and he'll recommend a number of options. Maybe you need a new roof. Maybe you don't. Well, the Roof Max option is something that I can attest to. It does really work. How does it work? Well, I know it's working because not only did my roof look a lot cleaner, and it was, but the shingle roofs, they have that the gravel, I don't know, the sand, whatever, and it winds up in your gutter. I don't have that anymore. It's gone. Not an issue, not a problem. And the water runs off of that roof like you wouldn't believe. And the drains just take it right out away from the house. It's a good thing. You maintain your equipment. You all know how to do that. You know how to get the oil changed in the car. You know how to grease and lubricate all the farm equipment. Well, your roof needs care too. And a lot of you just don't think of it. Well, Ben, AskBenHow.com, he delivers. Remember, a little care today will save you a whole lot more tomorrow. Check them out. 989-859-6751. AskBenHow.com. Abby Terwilliger, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Terry. Markets are not doing anything too crazy.
Well, I noticed that wheat now, what's this, 2 days in a row? We're on the positive side?
Yeah, currently up 3.5 at the moment, which is good for those people that are, need to price by the end of the month.
Yeah, the end of the month. It's Friday.
Yes, there is. That's my little shout out to. If you have grain stored at the elevators and they did free DP through the end of August, the last trading day for that is Friday. So be sure to give them a call and get it sold, unless you think we're going to get a big rally.
Okay, I think they better call you.
I think that would be my suggestion as well.
I don't think the big rallies are anything to look forward to here right now. Anyway,
No.
the way things have been going. And again, we're getting still all of the crop reports from all around the country. I mean, the corn and the soybeans, overall, they're looking good.
Yeah, overall, I know that Pro Farmer Tour, they said 182.7 versus the USDA's 188.8. So a little bit lower, but 182 is still a heck of a number with a lot of corn. And I know there's been some places where they say the acreage for corn is up a little bit higher. So that might, if it is 182 versus the 188, that acreage may, put us right back up bushel-wise in the end to having a lot.
Yeah. Any particular reason? I mean, the corn and the soybeans today are pretty much treading water. Any particular reason about the wheat, why we've seen a little strength?
No, nothing really. Nothing that really stands out. Just, I'm not sure if it's just coming towards the end of the month, trading the futures. It's trying to even up compared to the next one, which December's 23 cents higher, so it's got a ways to go for that. Yeah, nothing in particular that I've seen.
Yeah, I just haven't seen anything at all. So while we're on the subject, how does the corn look around the area where you work?
Corn looks pretty good. We went out and checked a couple fields. There is, hit and miss where you can tell there was some stress on the corn or a little bit of, water issues earlier in the year or where it had to be replanted. It's a little different stage. But overall, most people that I've talked to and what I've seen, they're still pretty happy with how their crop is looking.
Okay. So right now on the board, what do you have, Abby?
Right now on the board, old crop corn, 377. New crop, 344. Old crop soybeans, 975. New crop the same. Red wheat, 430, and white wheat, 480.
You have a great day, Abby. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you again soon.
You as well.
All righty. Abby Terwilliger over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth now. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The Market Report brought to you by Kryzak's House Family Restaurant. You got to supply the food for an event coming up. The holidays, I hate to tell you, but we're looking at those here pretty quick with Halloween And then, of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas might be a very good idea to get a hold of the folks at Kryjak's house and see if they can accommodate you for one of those holidays. Whether it's you got to supply the food for an event somewhere for the holidays, or you just want to have a get-together. They do that. They do it all the time at Kryjak's house. 989-894-5531. That's the telephone number. They're a great place to dine in, a great place to work with when it comes to organizing events. And of course, as we said, they supply really good food for any event that you got going on. Kryjak's house, corner of Cass and Michigan on the south side of Bay City. Market report also brought to you by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made real easy. You know, they understand how your life and job both stop if that tractor stops running. 800-234-3280. Or check them out at steinertractor.com. And they invite everybody to come on over to the Fairgrove area this Labor Day holiday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for the Michigan Bean Festival, which will feature not only some old cars, but also some old tractors, too. Check it out, Michigan Bean Festival, coming up this weekend. And again, we'll be broadcasting from the Bean Festival grounds coming up on Friday. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer, good morning.
Well, good morning.
How are we looking?
Not too much going on in the stock markets today. They're kind of waiting for NVIDIA's earnings tomorrow. So we got that. Trump fired one of the Fed governors, that gal, Miss Cook, that he claims defrauded the federal government on her mortgage or something like that. So she's going to take that to the Supreme Court. So, I mean, that's kind of got the market a little jittery, but not excessively. They're comparing it to when Nixon kind of pushed on the Fed pretty heavy and got reelected way back in the day. So, crude oil's down $1.50. I guess they forgot that the holiday's coming up. I don't know what's going on there. Other than that, it's just kind of quiet. So I'll take that.
Well, the gas prices that you've been quoting, there's no correlation between those and what we're paying at the pump right now.
No, not at all.
No.
That should go down, though, because I did fill up the car today. So
did you use your points?
No, I was over in Freeland, so I didn't have any points I could use. So just had to do it. I know.
Either that or you're going to stay in Freeland for a day.
Yeah, right. So
somebody brings you a gas can.
Right. So, no. Anyway, so here's your numbers. September corn is $3.87 down 2 cents. December corn is $4.09 down 3 1/4. The November soybeans $10.46 down 1 1/2. January soybeans $10.66 also down 1 1/2. September wheat is $5.10 up 3 1/4. And December wheat $5.32 3/4 up 3. The crude oil is $63.39 down $1.41. Heating oil is $2.29.21 down 5 1/2 cents. Gasoline $2.11.33 down 3 1/2 cents. Natural gas is $2.81. That's up 0.2 of a penny. There's the first time it hasn't gone down in a while. I'll move to currencies. Canadian dollar, US dollar buys $1.3826 Canadian. That's down 33 ticks. The dollar buys 147.33 yen, down 44 ticks. The euro's at 116.54, up 36 ticks. And the dollar's at 98.15, down 27 ticks. Gold's at $33.89, up $12.40. Silver's $38.62, down 8 cents. Platinum is $13.43.70, up $4.90, $4.90. And copper's at $4.45.5. That's down 2 1/4 cents.
Okay. And again, that wholesale gas price?
Yeah, it's $2.11.
$2.11.
So it really doesn't justify even $3, but whatever.
Yep. That's what I'm looking at. Doug, right. You take care. Have a good one, all right? Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. And by Freeland Bean and Grain. Your Dairyland Seed headquarters. It's not too early to be checking things out, getting some pricing, and find out what Dairyland has to offer. Freeland Bean and Grain. Remember, they're serving you as their business. That's what it's all about. And they've been doing it since 1983. And you get folks like some folks that really know what they're working with. Well, Vic Huffer's a perfect example. Any answers you need, he's got them. He's got answers to the questions that you really need to know. Vic Huffer, Freeland Bean and Grain, 1983. They continue to serve you. That is their business. Coming up, Matthew, who do we have?
Coming up next, we have Craig Voorhees from the Rummel Insurance Agency, and we also have Jerry Samolsky from the Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville.
We'll get to them, but first this. Whether you're managing acres of crops or a backyard garden bed, one thing's true for every grower. Healthy plants start with healthy soil. At Dairy Dew, we make it easy to build soil health with products that work above and below the surface. Our blends include powerful ingredients like humic and fulvic acids, natural compounds that help unlock nutrients, boost root growth, and feed the biology in your soil. From Bloom Blaster and Veggie Blaster for your flowers and veggies to Safe Green Lawn for a yard that's safe for the whole family, we've got the tools to help you grow naturally and grow better. Whether you're planting a row or an acre, trust Dairy Dew to give your soil the good stuff it needs to thrive, season after season. Visit dairydew.com or stop by Morgan Composting.
Healthy plants come from healthy soil. Healthy soil comes from Dairy Dew.
Michigan Bean Commission wants to remind you that their dry bean variety research plot tour continues. Coming up tonight, they'll be over in Huron County at the Richmond Brothers Farms. That's the northwest corner of Richmond Road and Brown Road, about 3 miles west of Bayport, my home stomping grounds. So check it out. Again, that is tonight. Tomorrow, they're going to be in the West region. They're going to be over by Stanton. And then coming up on the 28th, Thursday, they're going to be at Weiss Farms, located corner of 7 Mile and Salzburg Road in the Auburn area. So check it out. Again, all these begin at 6 o'clock in the evening. Also, the Between the Rows tour continues. Today, they're over in the Rockford area. Coming up, though, tomorrow, they're going to be in Sandusky, and Thursday, they'll be in the Akron area. Sandusky, the Stone Brothers Farm, and then on Thursday, the Vader Farms located in the Akron area. So you're looking at catered dinner, input market updates, and a grain marketing update by local industry experts. The Between the Rows tour brought to you by the Corn Marketing Program of Michigan. We say good morning to Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, what should we be aware of right now?
Hey, Terry, we didn't talk yesterday about how much rain did you get over the weekend?
Not much. I didn't, but there were some areas that did.
Yeah, again, this rain has been so spotty as of late. We've not had large patterns that come in and soak the area. And that's what I want to talk about today. You know, we talk about watering all the time. It's the most often talked about thing in gardening. But the problem is number one, the rains come and they get a little bit of wet, and people say, well, it rained, I don't need to water. A lot of plants, we've been having plants that have been in the ground for a year, year and a half, 2 years, and they're collapsing. Cherry in particular are kind of, they need more moisture than a lot of them. But when drought comes along, we've been seeing that happen. So even with all the rain we've been seemingly having, things are drying up, and we need deep watering. These plants, when we put them in the ground, their roots are in the top 12 inches of the soil. They're not in the top inch. So we need to sprinkle a little bit on the top for 10, 15 minutes spraying. That's nice, but that doesn't get down that 8, 10, 12 inches that we need to get good water to those plants. So I encourage people to continue to water, even though it appears as though we've gotten rain. The temperatures are cooler. The moisture loss will be a little bit less. So let's add some water down there. We can make up some time.
Yeah, I took a look here. The back 40 in Richville, I had 1/10 of an inch over the last 24 hours. And between Bay City and Saginaw, we had a couple locations close to 2/10. But over your neck of the woods there, Essexville, I was looking at not even 5/100ths of an inch. So that just kind of gives you an idea. And even southwest of Saginaw, we're looking at maybe 17/100ths of an inch. So add that to whatever we picked up over the weekend. There's a lot of areas they didn't even pick up a quarter of an inch out of this whole deal.
And Terry, evaporation, if you just put a pan of water out in your yard and you get no rain, 1 inch of water in a pan is going to evaporate in about a week. So that's, roughly a little more than a tenth a day. And if we don't get that tenth an inch of water a day, we're building a deficit. And over the summer, we have built a huge deficit, particularly for deep moisture for plants.
I'm looking at right now subsoil moisture all across the state. 60% is less than adequate to dry.
Yep.
That's what they're talking.
And again, our garden plants are showing the stress, even ones when people think, well, I don't have to water, they've been here. Adding a day of irrigation will not be a bad thing. And maybe that's what we do over the holiday weekend. It's easy. Set a sprinkler up, let it run, and get things back on track for a good, healthy fall. So next year we get in good state.
Very good, Jerry. Thanks a lot. You take care. All right.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Let's slide over to Rummel Insurance Agency. We've got Craig Voorhees on the line. Grain storing, Craig.
Right, Terry. We keep talking about how soon harvest is going to be here, and there's been quite a few folks put up grain bins over the summer, or they started them last fall even. So if you're storing more grain than you have in the past, or if you're storing it for the first time, you want to check and make sure that you've got the right coverage on that grain. The prices fluctuate. Obviously, we all know that, but you still want to have coverage on it for when you're storing it. And so, again, that's not necessarily an automatic coverage. It's a good conversation to have with your agent.
Very good. Craig, you have a great day. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
All right, Terry. Thank you. You too.
You betcha. Let's see what's going on in New York right now. Teresa DeVoe with Baird & Company on the line. Teresa, what's happening?
Good morning, all. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down about 2 points at 45,279. 303 million shares traded. NASDAQ up 27 at 21,476, 537 million shares traded there. Some stocks of local interest include Caterpillar at 429.34, down 296, Deere 481.01, down 689, CMS Energy 72.18, down 4, Dow 24.75, down 17, DuPont 76.91, down a nickel, Corteva 73.15, down 45, General Motors 58.63, up 35. Trinzio 241, down a dime. Walmart 95.58, down 49. Huntington Bank 17.39, down a dime. Independent Bank 33.03, up 31. And AT&T at 28.31, down 43.
You have a great day, Teresa. Thank you.
You bet.
Teresa DeVoe with Baird & Company. We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around for that. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton,